Good evening, and thanks for joining us here in the charts. You tune into the market-based edition. Fellow compadres speaking. Sndl family, welcome back. It appears that the market is under some pressure. We actually need to go over some very important levels. We have some time frames. I have the ascending support line that I want to go over with you all. Let's please take notes and understand that the markets are in a very interesting position right now. So if you don't have a strategy, yeah, you definitely should have had that before you hit that buy button. Loyal subscribers, welcome back. If you're new, consider joining us, guys. Let's dive right into this SNDL Golden Cross, potentially interesting information that we need to pay close attention to. Chart here, shall we? All right, so today's April the 6th, 2021, and the current price of SNDL is going to be $1.01. It's down approximately 5.1% for the day. ASMR, interesting analysis. Welcome back, guys. All right, so here's what we have been following. We're actually going to end out with the golden crosses, or just kind of, end out the video with the golden crosses. But here's what we've been following. That's it. A little bit messy, but it's super simple to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are looking at a ascending line that's been supporting the price here. Circles, if you notice, these little green circles represent the price action coming down to that line and getting a really nice bounce to the upside. These are 3-day candles, by the way. The red line represents the psychological level at $1, okay? The price activity is currently above that level. On the last video, we left you guys out with this range extending from like $1.63. I'd extend it even as high as $1.75 and as low as $1.13. So this range here. Now notice what happened, guys, and I think on the last video we also explained the reason that we pay attention to candles bodies. Okay, super important. We also pay attention to the wicks, but the candles bodies. Let me just show you something here. As I circle this area here, this was the entry of the box, the range that we just went over, and let me just clone this area here, and you'll notice that there has been official breakdown below this box, guys. This is not an ideal setup. Even on the last video, we were saying that, listen, it doesn't look like there's much strength in this market. Now, this is super simple, guys. Understand what needs to take place next. A sideways consolidation needs to take place next in this market. Let me just kind of do the little path so that we're all on the same page here. Because, again, the psychological level needs to be protected. 98 cents, we've been saying 98 cents ever since the price was like $3. Two things. It needs to come down and either kind of stay above the psychological level. If it wicks below, that's a little concerning. But as long as it's closed candles bodies on the 3-day above the $1 level, extending all the way over to April the 14th. I think that was the date that we left you guys out with as well, April the 14th, because it kind of crosses with the psychological level and the ascending financial support level. That's why that date was so important, and it's still important. On April the 14th, 2021, this little kind of intersection here, as long as SNDL is closing above $1, and then it kind of starts going up, it's kind of walking up the stairs from April the 14th, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. We can get rid of this box here, guys. I mean, we don't even have to have this this range. That was just my average myself up. For those of you who are new, I think someone said like, oh, how much money did you lose? Guys, my position in SNDL is such a joke. If we had lost our entire position on SNDL, I think it would be like 0.001% of the portfolio. It's a super small position, guys. We've averaged ourselves up in this market. We started at like 50. No, it was like 20 something cents we bought contract, like a contract. It was one contract. And then we just simply bought, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 more contracts at the 56-cent level. So, and then another contract at $1.12. So we're averaging ourselves up. All right. So even if we, average ourselves up right now, I'm not sure if it will support the market. I'm tempted to, because, but I mean, I haven't gotten any messages like saying, hey, what's going on with SNDL? As soon as I get that, I'll probably start entering. Let's continue on the details here. So yeah, guys, sideways consolidation by April the 14th, 2021, or an explosion up. That's the only two things. Okay. In terms of the bullish case, so obviously if the market continues down, then that's just what's going on. The overall trajectory wants to continue. The overall trend is down, yes. The short-term uptrend is still perfectly intact with SNDL as long as it's above 98 cents. Please, someone down in the comment section say, okay, yes, dude, we remember you saying that. You were very clear. 98 cents. SNDL is technically in an uptrend, but I got to show you guys something on the daily here. Let's just go ahead and end things out with the golden, no, sorry, not the, yeah, the golden cross. And I want to show you something really quickly. That's the 200 moving average on the daily. Here's the 50 moving average, guys. SNDL is no longer in a bull market. It's technically still has the opportunity to continue the bull market because of the 50 crossing above the 200. The green line is still above the red line. Okay, so that's how, if you're new, guys, I'm no expert. Okay, I could be wrong, so definitely correct me down in the comment section. Constructive criticism, please. The 50 moving average is still crossed above the 200. So technically speaking, it is in a technical bull market, but the price activity is now taking place below the 50 and the 200. Yeah, this price needs to get back above, at the very minimum, the 50 moving average, which is at $1.21. So it can continue this so it can continue this short-term, potentially long-term uptrend, okay? SNDL is still technically in an uptrend. Because sometimes I've actually seen this before, where the 50 starts to cross down below the 200 moving average, and then it's a fake out, right? Like it starts to go down, and then it acts as if it's actually going to cross with the 200, and then it's an actual fake out, okay? I'm not justifying anything, guys. If SNDL goes, I'm going to get a thumbs down for saying this. If SNDL goes to 0, I'm fine. I'm okay with that, okay? But what I'm saying is, let me just kind of continue out here. If the market kind of continues to go down, if you guys can see these moving averages, what will happen is if it's a fake out, it'll just kind of get really close just to kind of get everyone antsy, and then of course go to the upside. Okay, something like that. Hopefully this drawing is good enough for you to understand something like that, right? So that's basically what I'm looking at. I'm never like getting all nervous in the markets, guys. This is not a bearish video on SNDL. So this will kind of illustrate what I'm talking about in terms of potentially this being a fake out. Okay, this is something that we'll probably look for, assuming that the market actually gets back above the 50 exponential moving average. At a very minimum, I want to see it get back above the 50 exponential moving average for the bullish case. And again, for the bearish case, on the $1 level, it's the same thing, guys. Nothing has changed. The $1 level needs to be protected. You guys you take note of the dates by April the 14th, 2021. As long as the price activity is staying above $1, and let's just say like by April the 14th, it's kind of slowly walking up the stairs away from the $1 level. That just means it's finding support at the ascending line of financial support. Super simple. Hopefully this was like simple enough for everyone to understand. SNDL is technically subjected to a bull market, but ideally the setup is not in the best interest for the bullish case due to the fact that the price activity is taking place below the 50 exponential and the 200 exponential moving average, but it is technically perfectly confined within an uptrend, and the bull market is still intact, assuming that the recent price activity is just a simple fake out. If this is not a fake out in the breakdown, that's fine, guys. Just execute your strategies. Super simple, okay? Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. If you enjoyed the content, leave a comment to support the channel with the YouTube algorithm so we can get the video out there and get this information out there, guys. I think this is truly important because, excuse me, maybe some people are out there freaking out. No need to freak out. It's above that psychological level. It could easily break below that level. Please disagree. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm looking at what's in front of me on the chart. The chart is still intact. Let's give the price action time to display what's actually going to happen next, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you for your time, guys. Also, if you're new, before you go, I'd like to send you more information on the alternative markets. Like if you're into Bitcoin and altcoins, we actually cover that. So subscribe, it does hit the bell, and we'll send you that when it's available. So take care of yourselves, protect your portfolios, execute your strategies, please. We're going to talk very soon, and bye for now.